Hi everyone, it's Coach Esther here. Just wanted to take some time to tell you what we do during summer. Now when you think of summer, you think hot, and of course you want to cool down with a nice treat. Well, popsicles and ice creams easily come to mind, but they're not always plan approved. Today I want to show you 2 recipes that are plan approved. Our first is going to be Lose It. So, as you can see here with our tower of drinks, you can find any of these at your local Vitalife office. Today, we're going to feature cream soda. So, for your recipe, you're going to need one of these. So I'll just take it right off of our little tower here. So 1 can of cream soda, okay? Then, you're going to measure out some frozen peaches. Remember, we want this to be a popsicle, so frozen peaches bring out the consistency that we're looking for. So you're going to add the peaches to your blender cup. For our purposes tonight, we're using about 5 ounces of peaches. So go ahead and add it in. Okay, just like so. And then from your can of Zevia, you're going to measure about 8 ounces of your cream soda. So you're going to go ahead and add your cream soda to your frozen peaches, just like so, and then close your blender cup. We're going to go over to our machine. Now, one thing I want to make sure I add is make sure you actually open up your soda and let it sit for a little while. We want our soda to be flat to let out the effervescence to get the consistency we're looking for. Otherwise, it'll be too foamy and it won't set the way that we want, okay? Now, turn on your device and pulse. And of course, you're gonna want to actually release some of that pressure, okay? We don't want it to explode, okay? Now, you can see again, there's quite a few bubbles. So this is when it gets a little interesting. Then you're gonna want to take off any excess foam that you see to help your popsicle set. So for your popsicle molds that you're using, it may need to be kept in the freezer overnight, but if you have something like what we have, a Zoku, it would take about 10 minutes. And here we go. Here's the trusty Zoku I was telling you about. It's been in my freezer for a little while. And you're going to go ahead and take that peaches and cream mixture. Remember, 2 ingredients, cream soda, Zevia, and frozen peaches. Put it in, and there you go, peaches and cream. Now, we do have another one for you, and that's going to be chocolate raspberry. Now this one's going to be Lock-In approved. The second popsicle that we're going to feature today is a chocolate cherry creamsicle. So, here we go. Again, our blender cup. Now, it's half a cup of frozen cherries. Remember, we want to still stick to our suggested serving sizes according to program to make sure we're staying on track. Add that to your blender bottle. Now, we're going to measure out about 1 tablespoon of almond milk. Okay, that's what we're using today. You can feel free, because it is lock-in, you can do coconut milk, you can do a milk that you would prefer. Again, lock-in is fun. This is the cream part of our creamsicle. We are gonna add 3 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. Now, as you can see here, we're using a whole milk Greek yogurt. And in lock-in, what makes it fun is that you get to add the fat back into your lifestyle. Tonight, we're featuring chocolate. So we're going to use the New Naturals cocoa syrup. That's also carried at your local office, okay? So right here, we're gonna do 1 heaping tablespoon. Now, as I'm doing this, you may be thinking, well, I don't really like chocolate that much. And you know what? That's okay. You can do just cherry creamsicle. That's when, wow, this is really heaping. You can see here we have French vanilla. You can do that, few drops, probably 2 to 3 to start. Add that rather than the chocolate if you just want a cherry creamsicle. You could also, maybe you really are, you're a purist and you want it just to be cherries, you can do, we also have this at our local office, the organic stevia drops. Now these are great because they do not change the consistency of the creamsicle that we are trying to create. Then you're going to go ahead and close that blender bottle again. Just to make sure that you get all of the contents well incorporated. Remember, when you're either in lose it or lock in, your food should taste good. I'm going to scrape it down as you can see. Make sure you get all the extra stuff in there. And as you can see, it's pretty well incorporated. Now, don't be fooled by the color. We're going for consistency, okay? And again, whatever mold that you have will work just fine. Ours just happens to set in 10 minutes. Great. So in about 10 minutes, I'm going to have a cherry creamsicle. Remember, you can use the chocolate, as we said, or if you are more of a cherry and cream, or even just cherries, remember you could do French vanilla or organic. Now, to bump up the chocolate flavor for those chocolate lovers like myself, feel free to also add in Lily's chocolate chips. There's no better way to stay on track, okay? So now is the fun part. And so now, through the magic of technology, we have our peaches and cream popsicle. Remember, just frozen peaches and a cream soda Zevia. And our chocolate cherry creamsicle. Now, of course, we need to know, how do they taste? So I have 2 special taste testers that I would like to invite to join us tonight. Come on, come on. Gotta make it fun, right? Okay, so Lorenzo here has our peaches and cream popsicle. And Adeline, go ahead, you can taste it. And Adeline here has our chocolate cherry creamsicle. Go ahead.
I want to hold it.
You want to hold it? Okay, what do you think? Is it kid approved? Okay, well, it's not just for adults. It could also be for kids too, and make it fun. Remember, we have all of these different flavors that we can utilize. You can do the orange creamsicle. You could do the strawberry Zevia with frozen strawberries, and the options are endless, really. Now is the time to become creative and think outside of the box. The more variety that you have, the more likely that you'll be able to stay on track. Let us know how we can continue to support you and have fun. Thanks for joining us today.